What you talking like? Hundreds, grands, millions. What it look like? Highness.
What up, my misfits? What it is? Bruh, 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 bruh. It's your boy Resnot. How you do? Y'all looking beautiful today. Everybody's looking beautiful. I love y'all. I see y'all out there looking beautiful. I can't really see. I'm lying. So what I got today for you? 5 life hacks. All right, 5 life hacks that I promise you will change your life. People always ask me how I'm always positive, I'm always happy. And I don't know that I am always positive and always happy, but I think these 5 things really determine the quality of my life. And I'm all about quality versus quantity, getting the most out of every single moment that I possibly can. So these are my 5 life hacks. If they do something for you, man, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, man. All right, let's get it. Before we get into this, right? It's not gonna be easy. Every situation may vary, may be slightly different. So don't get caught up in it's one thing that works every single time. So, number 1, you gotta appreciate what you got. You have to take time out to look around you and see what you got. You got your health, you got a sense of focus, family, friends, whatever you have. If it's just one thing, you have to appreciate that one thing, because when we don't appreciate what we already have, we're saying that what we have isn't really good enough. Wrong. What you got is enough. What you got is an abundance. What you got right now, somebody else looks up to and wish they had that. Start off appreciative, thanking everybody for anything that they've ever done for you, and give yourself some credit. Number 2, accept the bad as good. This doesn't mean like when bad things happen in your life, you should accept them as being good. Somebody tap your neighbor and say, that ain't what he means, that ain't what he means. What I mean is, when things don't go the way that you want them to go, and you did everything right, and it still didn't work out right, sometimes that means there's something way better out there for you, and you have to let it go. Sometimes you get exactly what you want, and it turns out to be exactly what you don't need. Things don't happen the way you want them to because they're happening the way they should, and they're happening on your behalf. So it works in your favor. Don't fight it. I'm not saying don't do your checking. Somebody look to their neighbor and say, do your checking. Make sure you do all the checks and balances. Somebody look to their neighbor and say, checks and balances. Don't assume you got it right the first time. By all means, go over what you did to be sure that you did it the proper way, because it might just mean you missed a dot and you got to fix it. You're good. But if it's something you worked hard on, and it's something that you took every precaution that you're supposed to, and it still doesn't work, sometimes that's not for you, at least at that time. Number 3, somebody say attack your fears. What this means is don't run from your fears. Don't give your fears power. We make so many excuses when in the end, we're just scared of failure. It's okay to fail, because in failure, you're gonna learn so much more than if you don't try. Know that when you're scared, you're on the brink of something new. It's a pivotal moment in your life that could change your life, possibly for the rest of its existence. So don't run from that. Run into your fears. Those are the parts where you feel most uncomfortable. Those are the times that you have to step outside of yourself to do something better, especially when you're following your passions. Now, if you're scared because they shooting, nigga, run. Do I gotta say this? Run. Don't somebody tap your neighbor to the left and say run. Somebody tap your neighbor to the right and say run. If you scared because they shooting, then you got to run, my son. If you following your dreams and your passions and your heart is into something, but you're just scared of stepping out on that ledge because you're not sure where it leads, or you're not sure if you jump off this cliff, if someone's gonna catch you or not, or you're just gonna fall on your face. I'm telling you, it's better to fall on your face trying at the end of your life and say, listen, I gave it everything I had, man. Everything I had, I put into this. And if it didn't work, then it doesn't work, then it is what it is. And God had bigger plans for me. But if not, then you could have been way up here and you settle for here because you were so scared. Don't let your fears run you. Attack your fears. Run, head into your fears. A lot of times it's because you're on the brink of change. Number 4, approach is everything. I mean, I can't stress this enough. You don't understand how big this is. If you go into it saying you're gonna fail, nobody cares, you can't do it, I guarantee you're gonna fail nobody's ever gonna care and you can't do it. Because all you're gonna look for is those things. I remember somebody told the story, I can't remember, it was like a motivational speaker, can't remember which one. If y'all know, put it down in the comments. Talked about people going to a party, and it could be 7, 10, 20 different people go to the same party and have a totally different experience because each one of them approached it differently. Some people went thinking, oh, this is so stupid, my friends maybe. Some people said, yo, it's about to be lit, man, about to get it in. Some people thought they was gonna get hooked up, like, listen, I'm about to go in here and pull bras or pull a dude, I bet y'all get it in tonight. And that's gonna determine whether you have a good time. Your approach dictated that. Now, if you put no barriers, any boundaries on your approach, you just go into it like, listen, I'm going to enjoy myself, whatever happens, happens. Y'all know like I know, those turn out to be the craziest times where you're like, yo, I didn't see that coming at all. You go into it thinking, I hate this is gonna suck, I don't wanna hear this. Then you're gonna have the time that you thought you would. You approach somebody that you like, I know I ain't gonna like them because somebody else don't like this person. Then you're not gonna like them. Duh. But if you approach it with an open mind, man, you find out you can truly experience that particular experience. Number 5, assume the amazing. It's possible. It's possible. It is possible. If there was one thing I could leave my mark on the world and impact everybody with, is that it is possible. Stop limiting your dreams. Stop limiting yourself. Stop saying that, yo, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too dumb, I'm too smart, I'm too black, I'm too white, I'm too Puerto Rican. It does not matter. Stop limiting yourself. Stop putting yourself in the box. It's a million people putting you in the box. Somebody look at your neighbor, says a million people putting you in the box. You don't have to do that to yourself. There's no reason to ever limit yourself. There's nobody who's ever been innovative, super successful, that said there's no way I can do this. We're so used to accepting less than what we are because we assume there's nothing better out there for us. I'm telling you right now, assume the amazing, not the good, kind of good, somewhat better. I can kind of get there. We're gonna make assumptions. We better make good assumptions. Let's assume something that's gonna positively affect our lives, right? Assume the amazing. You can do it. Of course you can. Of course you can. Anybody to tell you can't is bugging. You can do it. Now, the way it may happen may not be exactly how you think it's gonna happen, and it feels like it never is. But that doesn't stop it from happening. If you're convicted in your heart to do something, man, you're passionate about doing it, it will happen. Anything. Whatever comes along in your life, you still make it to your job. You still get your kids. You still take care. They still eat. You keep making this happen regardless of your financial status, your support group, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You still make it happen. So stop assuming that this is as good as it gets. Stop assuming because you're 50 years old, it's all downhill. Like, this is it. This is as good as your life. What? You have not peaked yet. Believe me when I tell you, you have not peaked yet unless you believe it to be so. If you don't take anything from these 5 life hacks, take that one with you. Assume the amazing. Go into each and every day assuming that it's going to be an amazing day. And then own it. Own it. My 5 life hacks. Resnock, my misfits. I love y'all, man. Keep staying with it, man. The support is ridiculous, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It really touches my heart. And we're going to keep this thing going, man. Next week, make sure you tune in. I got something special for y'all, man. Something special for me. So hopefully it's special for y'all, right? Let's get it.
Hold up. I know you didn't just sit through this whole video. It was about to just take off without hitting like or subscribe or none of that. Make sure you get that like button, man. Make sure you subscribe. I don't even care if you don't like it. I'm just playing, man. But if you liked it, man, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe. Hit me in the comments, man. I'm gonna see y'all soon.
Let it go, let it flow, let it not out of control, let it go. What you get into this song?
Ever since I was just a snapper, whipper, run the game until asthma I give them. Go against the grain like a razor, ripping metaphors, hit a couple girls, I get a business. You know why I came in? Excuse me, pardon. Dominate the game like a young Jordan on it. Is it just me? I need y'all to be honest, but the girls' tongue rings just look like a tongue.